welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be reviewing the Fem Rosa Colourpop collection, which is Colourpop's collaboration with Karrueche or Karrueche. I can never quite pronounce her name, so I do apologise for that. So I have actually done a makeup tutorial / demo of the products on my face, but I've also swatched them and I will be giving my overall review at the end of the video. If you want to see a tutorial, unboxing, swatch and review of all of the products in the Fem Rosa collection, then definitely stay tuned. So today, obviously, I'm going to be doing my unboxing of the Fem Rosa Colourpop collection. I purchased it and I put it on my Instagram. It's going to be a few weeks now. I just haven't got around to actually filming the unboxing and review. So today I thought I would do both. I'm actually going to be doing in this video is trying on all of the makeup as we go. I do have liquid lipsticks, eyeshadow palette and the face palette. If you saw on my Twitter, the face palette actually came broken, which I still have the original, but they refunded me the money anyway. But I will still do a review of it. I have tried to kind of push down on the highlighter to kind of keep it in place, but God knows if that's worked. Who knows? Who knows? So let's just get into it. What I'm going to be doing is I will unbox, I will swatch the products, and then I'm going to demo them on my face, hence why I've got no makeup on. I actually have got makeup on. I've got my foundation and concealer on, and that is it. And the rest I'm going to just kind of build up using the products from this collection. So obviously I got it shipped from the States, so I had to pay a custom charge. I received this little guy in the post. I had to pay £18.27 this time, and that's fine. I'm used to kind of paying custom charges now that I get products shipped from America. So I didn't think £18.27 was that bad, to be fair, but yep. So I paid that, and then it finally arrived. I've taken out all of the inside because it's just basically stuffing, if that's the right word. Okay, so you get this card, and this one says, "Hey love, I'll stop the world and melt with you." And it's got like a little ice pop, and it says XOXO Colourpop, which I always find these really, really cute. Okay, so I purchased the Fem Rosa PR box, so it just come in a pretty box rather than as singles, and it cost me in total, I think it was like £51. Annoyingly, the price isn't on the receipt. I would show you, but my address is on there. So what I've got is an ultra glossy lip polished, as it says on here, Kit Fem Rosa PR and blotted lip sucker, because I actually purchased one extra thing. This is what the box looks like, and it's actually a really gorgeous box. It feels incredible. It's so smooth, and I absolutely love this because I am going to keep this because I am building out my beauty room at the moment, and I think this would look really cute on like one of my shelves or something. So I do really like that. I think it's really clever. And then in addition to buying this, you get a lip gloss. I think it is for free. Now, yeah, it's an ultra glossy lip, so I'll show you this first because I'm actually not going to swatch this. This is in the shade Polish. Now, I'm actually not going to swatch this product for you guys because I don't like lip gloss. I'm not a lip gloss girl, and I feel that if I try it, no one else can have it. So I'm actually going to put this in a competition, and that will all be revealed probably in a few weeks or a few days, depending how I'm feeling. So there is that shade. It's a gorgeous like bronzy glossy lip, but it really isn't for me, so I won't be swatching that product. And then I got this, which was so random. It's a Sorry We're Late XOXO Colourpop. I didn't realise it was late because obviously with custom charges they tend to be late anyway. But this is just it's one of their blotted lips. It says Lil Lippy, and it's kind of like a really nice like nudie colour. It's in the shade Cookie. I won't be using this either, so I'll throw that in with the competition as well. Although it doesn't have packaging, so obviously it come in here. You know, I won't use it, so I absolutely am in love with this packaging. It's probably one of the most beautiful packaging I've seen from like a collaboration. So when you open up the box, it looks like this. So you obviously have the lipsticks, the eyeshadow palette and the face palette. So the eyeshadow palette is what I'd start with first, and it's called the She palette, and it looks like this. You get 12 shades in this palette, and it's a pressed powder shadow palette. So let's open this up. So this is what it looks like, which is absolutely gorgeous. This is such a stunning packaging. I just think it's absolutely incredible. And then when you open it up, it looks like this. And I don't know whether my lighting's catching it correctly, but there is just so many gorgeous shades in here. There's 8 shimmer shades, which are these 2 rows here, and then 4 matte shades. So what I'm gonna do now is just swatch each of these shades, and I'm gonna go row by row and swatch them on the back of my hand. So let's just get into it. So the first shade I'm gonna swatch is called Ladylike, and it's like this ivory shade. And it looks like that, and it's really, really pretty. I'm not too sure whether it's the right shade for me, but I would definitely test it out. The next shade that I'm gonna go in is called Babe, and it's kind of like a peachy colour. And it's very, very pretty, and it's very easy to kind of blend out when you're rubbing it with your fingers. Next shade is called Dainty, and it's kind of like a taupey, purpley colour. And then when you put it on, I mean, it's just really, really pretty. And finally, it's called this Chick, which is like a goldy colour, like a subtle gold shade, which looks like that right there. And it's very, very, very gorgeous. And I think they're all really, really pretty. They remind me of like unicorn shades. They're stunning. So now we'll go in with the second row. So I'm gonna go in with Mademoiselle, which is a metallic shade, and this is what it looks like. It looks quite purpley pink in the palette, and it comes up like a really nice, deep, kind of like pinky berry colour. Look at that reflectiveness, that is so stunning. The next shade over is called Girl, which in the palette is kind of like pinky bronzy. This is like absolutely gorgeous. That's probably one of my favourite shades I've swatched so far. How pigmented are they though? They're ridiculously pigmented. And now you've got Empress, which is like this purpley colour, which is really, really pretty. I'm not really a purple person in regards to eyeshadow, but that's really, really nice. And finally in this row you've got Philly, which is like this really nice reddy colour. But when you swatch, oh, look at that. It's kind of like a copper reddy colour. It's stunning. They are beautiful. The final row are our matte shades. So obviously we've got metallic and satin shades, which are the first 2. Now we're on to our matte shades. So I've got Dear, which is like this lovely, like pinky colour. And it's kind of like the same colour as my top, really. It's like a pop of pinky peach. And then we have Missy, which is like this reddy, purpley, pinky colour. That's really, really nice. That's such a nice colour. They're very, very summery. Now we've got Damsel, which is like this intense purple. And that is very purple. Look at that. It's a nice colour, but I don't know whether I would use that one. And finally we have Duchess, which is, I think I'd have to say, looks like one of my favourite shades. It also looks like Roxy out of the Anastasia Beverly Hills palette. So it's like a subtle pinky peachy colour, but it's gorgeous. So that's like finger swatches of the entire palette. So now I'm going to go in with the Her palette, which is the face palette, and there are 3 shades in here. So Lassie the highlighter, Mistress the blush, and Dame the bronze. So this is what the packaging looks like on the outside, and then when you open it up, it's the same packaging as the eyeshadow. It's that gorgeous rose, and it's got the names of the shadows on the back. Now this is the palette that was broken. I have tried to like squish it down, so I've got to be really careful because the highlighter's broken, as you can tell. So I think the shades are really nice. I'm gutted that the highlighter's broken because it looks like such a pretty highlighter. I will still try and use it, but I'm gonna have to be really gentle with the, like when I press my brush in, I think. So you've got the really nice like bronzer, which actually for me looks probably like it's too dark. It's very cool tone, which I'm not really a fan of cool tone bronzers, so I may not use that. The next one is obviously the blush, which is called Mistress. And it's a really nice pinky colour, very intense pink. So if you're not into really pinky blushes, this won't be for you. And then obviously we've got the highlighter. Oh, gotta be careful. Which is like a really intense goldy colour. Let me close this. Which actually would look really nice on me, I think. I just have to be really gentle with that. So I will try and use the blusher when I do my face, and I'll also try and use the highlighter, but I won't be using the bronzer. I think it may be a good bronzer for me to contour with, but I don't really contour my face. Okay, and now we have the lipsticks or lip products. So this is the Fem Rosa Mixed Finish Lip Collection, and we have an ultra glossy lip called Contessa, Mrs., which is an ultra satin lip, and Darling, which is an ultra satin lip. Now, I won't be using the lip gloss because, as I said before, I don't wear lip glosses, so I'm actually going to skip this one out of this review. I will show you what it looks like, but I will be giving this one away along with the other one that I received. This is called Contessa, and it's like a really nice goldy kind of gloss colour. But because I'm not a gloss girl, I just think it is wasted on me. So I will be giving that away as well. So I'm sorry that I'm not reviewing it, but I will give it away and maybe someone else will review it. I will just review these two ultra satin lip products. So we have the shade Darling, which is like this really nice purpley colour, which is so intense. That's such a beautiful colour. I do like satin lip products because I don't find them as drying as like the ultra matte, and they also have like a nice slight shine to them. So that's a gorgeous colour. And now we finally have Mrs., which is like this pinky colour, which goes so well with the actual palette, and that's such a gorgeous colour. Look at that, stunning. I will wear one of these in my review when I actually try on all the makeup, so let's just get into that. Right, so as I said, I've already applied my foundation and concealer, so now I'm just going to go in and do my eyes. That's the first thing that I'm going to do, and I will zoom in slightly for you. I have no idea what I'm going to do with this look, but we'll figure it out. Right, so the first shade I'm actually going to go in with is Duchess, which is this shade right here, and it's that peachy shade that I said looked very similar to Roxy out of the Anastasia Beverly Hills Subculture palette. So what I'm going to do is just blend that into my crease initially, and then I will just bring that down, I think. I'm not going to go in like crazy because, well, you guys know I can't really do crazy looks anyway. So I will just kind of do what I can with it just to review and show you what it would actually look like on. It's really nice on the eye, and it goes on so well, and it's very easy to blend, which is really nice. I didn't bother priming my eyelid because I put concealer on there. So I did prime using the concealer, so sorry to miss that step. I think I'll now go in with this shade right here, which is Missy, which is like this kind of like purpley pinky colour, and I just want to kind of like darken the outer corners just slightly. You do pick up quite a lot of pigment on these brushes, and I just think the palette itself is very pigmented. I'm just going to kind of like just put this into my outer corner. Just slightly, and then just kind of like bring that into the centre. So it's like half in. It's really, really nice. What a nice colour. They are very, very, very summery. I love it. They're so warm tone as well, which is kind of just what I like. And I think the price is so good. If you wanted to just buy this palette on its own, obviously in the States, it would be $16, which for a very good eyeshadow palette, I just think Colourpop just do so well. Very much worth the custom charge that I pay, because the price is just so good. Now I'm just going to go back in with that blending brush that I applied, what was it called? Duchess on. And I'm just going to kind of like blend out in the crease again, just to kind of get rid of any harsh lines really. I haven't added any product onto my brush. I'm going to use Gal. I'm going to go in with Gal, and I'm just going to put that just to meet where the dark shade is. So just where I've put Missy, I'm going to kind of use Gal and meet that shade. I think with a bit of Fix Plus this would really intensify, but I'm not going to use any Fix Plus today because I'm not going out, so I don't really want to create too much of a bright eye look. I'm actually going to take that Gal and just lightly dab it over the dark shade, just to kind of bring it across my eye. Because it's so glittery, you kind of get like specks of glitter. And then I'm just going to go back in with that shade, with the shade Duchess. And I'm just kind of dab just a slight bit more onto my brush, and I'm just going to blend that out again into the crease, just to kind of like blend it all back in properly. Perfect. And I'm just going to take my finger, dab it into Ladylike, and just put that into my brow, just using my finger. Just to lighten that up a bit, as you can see. Now I'm just going to take a smaller brush, and I'm going to take the shade Missy again. I'm just going to dab that onto my small brush and put that underneath my bottom lashes. Not so it's too dark, I don't want it too smoky, but just so it looks quite nice. And just using the same brush, I'm going to take the shimmer glittery shade again, that is Gal, and I'm just going to put that into my inner corner a bit more. And bring it underneath my eye as well, just kind of like a quarter of the way, like so. And now I'm just going to add some mascara. Right, so now to do my cheeks, I'm just going to take this Real Techniques buffing brush, which I usually use just to apply my blusher, and I'm just going to lightly dab it into Mistress. You do get quite a little kind of fallout, but not too much. I'm just going to blow my brush because I don't want it to be too intense. I like rosy cheeks, but not too rosy, you know. And I'm just going to lightly dust my cheeks like so. So it's quite subtle, it's not too intense. What I love about using a buffing brush to apply my blusher is because it actually blends better rather than kind of just caking it onto my skin. Like so. And now I'm just going to take this contouring brush by Real Techniques and just to apply my highlighter, which is what I'd always do. So obviously because it's broken, I've got to lightly dust. So I'm just going to like lightly dab, and even that just picks up so much pigment. So I'm just going to tap a load off. Look at that. Ooh, girl, that is highlight. Put it on my nose. Cupid's bow. A little bit on my chin, a little bit here. And what I actually like to do is take my highlighter and go over where I put ivory on my brow. There's that highlighter, really gorgeous. And now for lip products. So I've already lip balmed my lips because I didn't want them to go really dry. So I'm actually going to go in with Darling rather than Mrs. because I think Mrs. is too pink for my lips with my pinky eyes. So I think just going with the darker shade might work better with the old t-shirt as well. Just a bit too much pink going on. This goes on really, really well. It just glides on. So this is the final look, guys. I am very happy with it. I think it's very intense. I wouldn't wear this every day, but it's good just to kind of show you guys what the colours look like. And I think I'm looking very pink, you know, but that's okay. I absolutely loved using these products. So just to go through them one by one. So the eyeshadow palette itself is absolutely stunning. I think the shades in here are gorgeous and you can really get quite a few looks out of this palette. For me, it works wonders because I'm a very warm tone fan. I love warm tone shades and they really suit my skin tone. I did enjoy playing around with the pinks, although for me I wouldn't really wear pink on an everyday basis, but I would probably use the matte shades and maybe more the subtle gold on an everyday basis and then use more intense shades on a night out. That is just a personal preference for me because I like to have simple makeup usually every day rather than look like, I don't know whether this is simple for you guys, but for me this is not like a simple natural look. But overall it's a gorgeous palette, really, really pigmented. You do get a lot of payoff. You can really go in with the shimmer shades. You may need to use a bit of Fix Plus just to kind of intensify them. But if you go in with a small brush and dab, you can build up the shades as well. So definitely a fabulous palette, so awesome. Really, really enjoyed using the highlighter in the Fem Rosa Her palette. Although mine is broken, it was such a gorgeous kind of highlighter, like you can just see it, and that was just only just a subtle dab in the palette. so you can really intensify your highlighter and it suits my skin tone really well. I did enjoy using the blush. I think it can come on a bit intense if you use too much of it, so be very careful with that. The bronzer I didn't use, but for me it's kind of a cool tone bronzer, and I'm really not a cool tone bronzer girl. I probably would use that to contour, but I rarely contour, so it's not really something I probably would get much use out of. Overall, it is decent. I think if you love those shades, you'll definitely love the palette. The payoff is really good, so there's nothing wrong with it. It's just the shades for me, I maybe would lighten or make more warm tone. So that's that. The Ultra Satin Liquid Lip, which is the one I've got on right now. This is Darling, and I really like Mrs. Obviously, the glosses I didn't even review, so I can't give an opinion on those because I'm just not a gloss girl. It would be a waste of time on me. But the Liquid Satin Lip, this is stunning. It went on really well. It didn't go patchy for me. It doesn't feel drying, and usually like it feels a little sticky, but not like a glossy sticky. See what I mean? Look. Like it kind of like keeps my lips together, but how often do you walk around going, you don't. So, I mean, it's gorgeous. It's a really nice colour on. I absolutely love the shade. I really love the shade Mrs. as well, which is the pinky shade. And I'd wear that on an everyday basis as well as this, to be honest, because I wear more natural makeup and then I have a really intense lip. I love it. I think it's fantastic. I think the overall collection is really good and well worth the money. So if you can get your hands on it, definitely do. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope you found it useful. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time. Bye guys.